We have to start with the Manchester United sale. Now, where we are right now is supposedly, as we record this on a Thursday morning, Qataris, the two main bidders, the Qataris and Ratcliffe, are going to submit their bids. The Financial Times reporting yesterday.
Second bids,
Their second bids. The Financial Times reporting that Sir Jim Ratcliffe had gone up to a £5 billion bid. Supposedly, the Glazers value United at $6 billion. Presumably, the Qataris have a comparable bid. But there's a weird, odd twist in this, in that they said that they submitted their bids on Wednesday. And when we say they said, it's not like Sir Jim Ratcliffe says, right? These people hire servants, PR servants, to go and talk to people. When you see stuff in the news, it's because there's hired guns, usually our former colleagues or other people who come from the world of PR, who go and say, oh, this is what Sir Jim is doing. So they tell everybody that they've submitted their bid. The Qataris say that they've submitted their bid.
Yeah.
And then Rain, who is the company in New York that's supposed to handle the sale on behalf of the Glazers, says, oh, no, they didn't submit their bids. They asked for an extension. And then supposedly they're going to submit their bids today.
It's a bit confusing.
This is so weird and cack-handed.
Yeah, and I don't think it's a good look on the sale of maybe the biggest club in the world, one of the biggest with Real Madrid. It's just, I'm not sure it reflects good, whatever is true. I mean, someone is lying anyway. On Sir Jim Ratcliffe, on maybe the Qataris, if you really want the club and you can go up to 5 billion. If you can't, you just say like there will be no second offers. I just made one and that's it. If you can, why waiting a bit longer? Why needing an extension? But as you said, when we were preparing for the show, the deadline that was set on Wednesday night is not really an official deadline, as in like if it's not by then it's over kind of deadline.
Yeah. And obviously Sir Jim Ratcliffe has history with like ignoring deadlines and Rain altogether. It's funny, you may use the word like who's lying, who screwed up here. Normally when you have people misdirecting, it's because they gain an advantage somehow, right?
Yeah.
In this case, I don't see how anybody gains an advantage. So I don't see how anybody, it's more like if there was a screw up, people called it farce. It's a farce by incompetence and because somebody screwed up. Whether Rain screwed up, whether it would have to be on the other side. It would have to be the Qataris and Sir Jim both screwing up at the same time, saying they'd lodged a bid, and Rain saying, no, you didn't. Nobody gains an advantage from this. No. It's not like they get more time. Yeah, they get an extra 24 hours. I mean, but it's like
what difference does that make
for a final exam on a bid like this, right? So I presume the mystery will be solved. But what we do know is these bids will come in, and this is why I cannot emphasize this enough. All these people, I know we're in the media business, we generate content going on about the deadline, that Rain has a deadline, it's a firm, This is not like Roman Abramovich selling Chelsea, where the government said, all right, you got to sort this out. The Glazers can sell, they cannot sell.
Exactly.
The Glazers can buy out their siblings, and the Glazers can take on more debt. The Glazers can get minority investment. They don't have, they can sit on the rear side, on the rear ends and do nothing.
Exactly.
So these deadlines don't really mean anything.
No, and I think whatever happens in this process, I think the door will always be open from the Glazer. If anybody wants to come in 6 months' time or a year time, let's say they don't sell, with a bigger offer, with a consortium that can get up to 6 billion with multiple investors, not just Sir Jim Ratcliffe or Ineos or just the sheikh from Qatar, then they will still be listening, I'm sure. And that's the thinking here. Now that we're hearing that, maybe they never were that keen of selling, certainly some of the siblings. We know that Sir Jim wants the 69% that the Glazer own, which is not the full 100%. Right. Maybe he needs someone else investing with him for the remaining, for the rest of the shares. The Qataris will go for the whole 100%, debt-free, etc., etc. Maybe even the Qataris need somebody else to come with them. I don't know.
I know they need somebody to come with them, but I'm not a billionaire, obviously. But I think what people need to understand is even people who are billionaires, it's not like they have it's not like even the Qataris have a bank account with like 100 billion in there. It's like, all right, just, like they're invested in other assets, they need to divest themselves. It's a process that takes time.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.